Hello there, heart-centered people. Welcome to the Heart on Mind show. A show about love, truth, and the pursuit of being happy. I'm your host, Dre Levac, and this is episode number 1, The Heart of the Matter.
Welcome to your Heart on Mind. Let's go exploring for what we can find here and now.
What are we talking about here? Well, we're talking about hearts, that's for sure. I'm Mr. Heart, and these are my friends, because I have developed that I have dived into my own heart. I realized after 30 years of personal growth and self-development, of actively activating my mind, how much that, as great as that is, it has not yielded me the level of life enjoyment and life fulfillment as I've wanted and desired in my life. So 30 years of personal growth, of developing my mind. Mind candy, mind food, but it's done so little to evolve my life forward in long, powerful, lasting ways. I've grown some, of course, and we all grow a little bit through all of our experiences. And in the last decade, I started down the emotional healing path, healing the space within my heart to make a difference in my life. And I'll tell you, what a difference. No, seriously. This is where the emotions come into play. Now, anyone who knows me or has followed anything that I've done in the last little while knows that I'm a computer tech by day. And as a computer tech, I liken us to the technology that we're immersed in. You and me, everywhere that's around us, we are surrounded by technology.
Dopo arigato, Mr. Roboto.
You're wondering who I am.
Secret, I've got a secret.
Machine or mannequin.
Secret, I've got a secret.
With parts made in Japan.
Secret, I've got a secret.
I am the modern man. I've got a secret I've been hiding under my skin. My heart is human, my blood is boiling, my brain IBM. So if you see me acting strangely, don't be surprised. I'm just a man who needed someone and somewhere to hide, to keep me alive. Just keep me alive. Somewhere to hide, to keep me alive. And you know what? We created this stuff in our likeness and image. Take our hardware, for example. You and I have the gift of having a biocomputer. The problem is, you think this thing here is you. Well, this thing here, I think, is me. You can feel up your own. And identify with that as being you. Anyways, getting back to my point. My point is that this is our hardware. And in fact, I liken it to our heartware because it is fueled, it is energized, it is powered by the unlimited energy that's available within our heart. Our true connection to the reality of who we really are is this infinite, abundant, amazing energy that creates everything. And here we are in our little boxes, you know, because computer techs call the CPU the main part of the computer. We call that the box. And, you know, talk about living outside the box. If we did live outside the box, we'd have much more expensive lives. But most of us live inside the box. We can't help it. It's this limitation that we're constantly being bombarded and taught that this is it, this is us, this is you, this is me. And, you know, we work within our limitations. Well, there's so much more to us. There's so much more to us. And so, you know, you want to have this experience. We're really hiding within a box. This is our mask.
I'm not a robot without emotion. I'm not what you see. I've got to help you with your problems so we can be free. I'm not a hero. I'm not your savior. Forget what you know. I'm just a man whose circumstances got beyond his control. Beyond my control. We all want control. I want control. We all want control. I am the modern man. Secret, secret, I've got a secret. Who hides behind a mask. Secret, secret, I've got a secret. So no one else can see. Secret, secret, I've got a secret. My true identity.
There's more to it than that. Because we have this hardware, and we have this software that exists in our mind. And it keeps us in this continuous loop of living every day like the same day. Like a few days ago it was Groundhog Day. And we kind of live our lives like Groundhog Day, like the movie with Bill Murray. We live the same day over and over again with a few differences, and we make these choices and we make these silly mistakes, and then we have experiences and we do the same thing over again the next day. We just love to live the same experience every day, every day, every day. Yeah. Well, it doesn't have to be like that. There's so much more to it. And we don't like to sit still and experience what's really going on in our hardware, in our box. Things like meditation and breathing move us into that space. And for most of us, it's really uncomfortable. Why? Because it stirs up the scary stuff called emotions. Emotions. Energy in motion. Yeah. Scary stuff. Our mind tells us it's the scariest shit there is. But in reality, it's exactly where we need to go in order to integrate those feelings that have held us back for far too long. Well, it's not really far too long, because the reality is everything is happening in exactly the right time it needs to happen. Notice I don't know about you, but I've noticed anyway, that there's this awakening going on in the world today. People are having more shaking up going on in their lives. I mean, in 2017, that was one of the most challenging years of my life. And yet, How was it for you? For some people, it was great. Other people, a lot of other people, it just kind of shook them up. Shook my ass up. This year's coming out a little bit better. In fact, far a lot better, because this is episode 1 of the Heart on Mind show. And you're here. This tribe is about waking up to the truth of who we are. It's waking up to the power of our heart. It's making that super long 18-inch journey from our head to our heart. That's what this show is about. Hang in and stick around and check this out, because this is where I'm waking up to who I really am, which is far beyond this box, far beyond this biocomputer. Now I know the truth of me owns this biocomputer, and it is capable of so many amazing frickin' things. And we're going to talk about all that in future episodes. And in fact, if you have any questions, make sure you post those below here. We're going to get to those. This show is about understanding the truth of who you are. And love is the truth of who you are. Love, the energy of love, not the romantic love. Romantic love is great and grand and beautiful and all of those things. But the reality is that you are far more the energy of love that binds everything together. The whole universe is held together by love. In Star Wars, they called it the Force. It's the same thing. And you are immersed in that same thing. I'm exploring it, so I'm not your guru. I'm not your I know everything and you guys can follow me, because that's not what this is about. This is an exploration as a group, as a tribe. We are waking up to the truth of who we are. Waking up to the heart power that we have inherently within us, each and every one of us. And we are going to move our hearts. In fact, here's a thing for you. You know why this show is called Heart on Mind? Because I have a heart on for life. That's right. Let's have a heart on for life. Let's just go for it. Have a heart on for life. It's just such vital energy, such power, such excitement. There are hearts all around us. Nature and everything. I prove it every time I go out and snap a picture of a heart that's surrounding me. I just turn on my lens, my reticular activating system, and it shows me these hearts. They stand out, and then I take a picture of them. I'm doing this month 28 hearts in 28 days. I'll continue that pattern for this whole month as a great kickoff to this first show, and as a great kickoff to this year, because I believe that the power of love can conquer anything and everything. Okay, so I've covered that we're hardware. I'm going to get more into software. We're going to talk about duality as well. Know that the computer uses a binary language of zeros and ones to create all meaning, all programming within its structure in order to make any kind of sense. All images, everything is made of zeros and ones. Just like we live in a world of duality. We'll be diving deeper into that, the whole world of duality, which is in and itself an illusion as well. But we're going to go into that. But we can use that duality to live much more powerful lives. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to seeing what we come up with, what we explore together. That's it. That's what we got for today's show. Thank you for tuning in and watching this far. If you have any questions or comments, please put them down below. I will answer anything and everything that comes in and respond and all. You are absolutely amazing. I want you to look in the mirror next time you look in the mirror and acknowledge how amazing you are. And on that note, we will see you on the next episode of Heart on Mind. Because I have just recently discovered how much of a heart man I am. I started collecting pictures of hearts and posting them on Instagram and Facebook, and pretty much soonly after that I noticed that people were sending me hearts, and there's been this whole love theme. In the last year, I've kind of discovered that this cat is not going to let me do my video. Get out of here, skedaddle cat! Alright, that's enough of that.